We're going to get started, and we welcome everybody to the opening of the Trax 600 South Station grand opening. We're welcome to the newest stop on UTA's light rail system throughout Salt Lake County here at 600 South. I'm Carlton Christensen. I'm chair of the Board of Trustees for the Utah Transit Authority, and I'm joined by a distinguished group of speakers for our brief ceremony this morning. With me today is Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall, Salt Lake City Council Member Anna Valdemoros, Patronelli Group Senior Vice President Matthew Bierman, and artist Jiyoun Lee Lodge, who is with us today as part of the art efforts made on behalf of this stop. I'm also pleased today to have my fellow trustees, Beth Holbrook and Jeff Acerson, who are along with our project management and team members for this station. We are also joined by Salt Lake City leaders and redevelopment agency officials and representatives of the Salt Lake City Arts Council, our contracting and consulting team, and members of the community. I'd also like to recognize Mill Creek Coffee, who is providing some of our refreshments here today. We most importantly would like to recognize our partnership with our commercial developers, without whose support we would not be celebrating this new station today. As mentioned, we have Matt Bierman from the Patronelli Development Group, who will be speaking to us, Alex and Ben Lowe of Lowe Properties, Adam Hansen of PEG Development, and REH Real Estate Company. Thank you for your commitment to vitalization of our city. Thanks to this partnership that you see here today, we began service at this new station earlier this morning. This, for me, has particular connection. In 1997, as a newly elected official, I toured this area with then redevelopment agency director Alice Steiner, who mentioned to me that they had wisely left a position for a future station to be built in the near future. Who would have thought that the near future would be 25 years later, but we're grateful to have the conclusion of that effort here today. With every addition you see in the UTA system, we offer more connection, more mobility, and more access to opportunity. This station and all of our transit services are here for you. Every time you ride UTA, you reduce congestion on our roads and you help improve our air quality. As Salt Lake City continues to grow and redevelop as Utah continues to grow, UTA is proud to be part of ensuring a cleaner and more connected future for our community. We'd encourage you to download the transit app, ride your bike, take the bus, ride Trax, ride FrontRunner, improve air quality, improve our quality of life, and UTA is here to help you get there. We'll now be pleased to hear from Mayor Mendenhall, then Council Member Valdemoros, followed which we'll hear from Matt Bierman, and then Jiyoun Lee Lodge will then speak to us. Mayor Mendenhall.
You okay if I adjust this a little? Can you hear me okay with my mask on? Thanks. This track station was thought of decades ago, as Carlton said, and it's really symbolic of what government can do well, which is look down the pipeline with a vision for the way a city can grow to serve its residents better, and then the reality combines that we can't actually build everything that we'd like to as a government. And so they put the pieces in place very literally by keeping space for the potential of this track stop, knowing that downtown would be growing south. Downtown would be growing southwest even, and it should continue to grow. So what we see here today is one of the more, I think, beautiful and illustrative examples of government at its best, which is when it listens to the market. It works with private partners who also want to realize that vision for the good of the city, and we come together. We literally could not have built this project as your UTA and Salt Lake City government alone. We absolutely needed the financial support of the private partners who are here celebrating with us today, and hopefully whose employees and residents and visitors to their buildings will reap the benefits of public transportation for lifetimes to come. I want to give my kudos to UTA's talented project staff for making this happen. It's a whole lot easier to build a track stop when you're building the Trax line in the first place. But to come in on a functioning line with trains running as often as ours are and make a brand new track stop happen amidst all of that is a remarkable feat, and congratulations to UTA's incredible project management team. Also to our own Salt Lake City Arts Council. I see our director and our deputy director, Felicia Baca and Taylor, are here today. And I can't wait to hear actually about the new piece called The Crossing. And as you know, there's public art at each and every one of the downtown track stops in Salt Lake City. And we're so honored to have another artist added to that portfolio and hear about that in just a moment. And I also want to recognize and thank a longtime community ombudsman who's also usually one of the best dressed people at events like this. His name is Bill Knowles. He's wearing a very handsome hat right back there. If you haven't met Bill Knowles, he not only helps bring those city visions to fruition, but he's the feet on the ground working with the stakeholders and the partners to make sure that we do it well and we do it together as best as we can. So my long gratitude to all the success of Bill Knowles' work. This is another feather in the cap of Bill Knowles. And lastly, I want to extend my thanks to the RDA Board of Directors, who's also known as the Salt Lake City Council, one of the hats that they wear, and they approved $1.4 million to match what I think was $1.2 million total from our private partners to make this track stop happen. We used our State Street project area funds to do that. So here to talk a little bit more about how this station came to fruition through that process is the council member for the area that we're standing in, who also is the director of Salt Lake City's redevelopment agency, Ana Valdemoros. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Is it noon? Good morning, maybe. I'm Ana Valdemoros. Thank you, Mayor Mendenhall, for those words. And like she said, I represent District 4, and I'm also a downtown resident. So I travel this area often, and it's been really cool to see this station come to life. Thanks to the surrounding established businesses and residents who have been so patient throughout the construction process. This station Midtown location is key to so many downtown adjacent neighborhoods. Not only will it serve as a bridge to and from downtown, but it will also ensure increased mobility for our city's residents and workforce in the Ballpark, Central 9th, Granary, and Central City neighborhoods. My city council colleagues and myself on the RDA board decided to help fund this station as part of the RDA's investment in its new State Street project area. Investing in public improvements, such as transportation infrastructure, is one of the pillars of the RDA's community reinvestment work within the city. By increasing multimodal transportation opportunities within RDA project areas, people are ensured convenient and equitable access to get to the places they need to be. We know this approach to making the city more livable works. Back in 2012, the RDA helped fund the construction of the 900 South Trax station as part of its work in its West Temple Gateway project area, which encompasses the Central 9th neighborhood. The Trax station, or that Trax station, is now a key part of Central 9's bustling neighborhood center at 200 West and 900 South, just a few blocks that way. The surrounding area, as you have seen, has flourished immensely since 2012. Both private and public investments have brought forth neighborhood-scale businesses and amenities, housing, the community nonprofit Spy Hop, and the current in-progress 900 South streetscape improvements. I have no doubt that this new 600 South Track station will similarly add to Midtown's activity and vitality, in addition to increasing transit access for Central City, Ballpark, and the other adjacent neighborhoods. Salt Lake City was pleased to help close the financial gap to make this station a reality. It was truly a great experience to work in concert with the private sector to further UTA's and the city's transportation, economic development, and redevelopment goals. So I'm super excited about this, the transformation of this area already. As you can see, I was also here for the opening of the Regions Bank a couple of weeks ago, and if you haven't seen this building inside, it's as beautiful as in the outside. So welcome to this new station. Thank you to UTA, thank you to my colleagues, and I hope to see you and see more development around this area. Thank you. And here to talk more is Matt Bierman. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on behalf of the private partners that contributed to the construction of this new 600 South Track station. Today is certainly an exciting day for the entire South Downtown area. As we at Pacinelli Group envisioned the 650 Main project many years ago, our goal was simple: to create the most modern and compelling office building available in downtown. Central to that plan were several components: an expansive tenant amenity package of the highest quality that places a focus on health and wellness, accessibility options unparalleled in downtown for their convenience and flexibility, and a dynamic urban location connected to the best restaurants, hotels, entertainment, and residential options that downtown has to offer. This new track station, just steps from our front door, was critical in our decision to pursue this project, and it helps us deliver on all those elements of our plan. More importantly, it responds to what today's most progressive and discerning employers desire in their office home: a healthy, productive, and connected daily environment for their employees and their customers. I'm sure the same would be said from our contributing partners to the track station, who are each developers and owners of the highest quality hospitality buildings and residential buildings that downtown has to offer. Beyond just a convenient and affordable transportation option for the residents and the guests of their nearby properties, the track station is part of an urban fabric that supports a vibrant district where people want to live, work, play, and visit. Therefore, on behalf of Pacinelli Group and USA Real Estate, the development partners for the beautiful 650 Main office building you see here, as well as our friends at Low Property Group, developers of the 6th and Main apartment buildings just behind us, PEG Companies, the developers of 702 Main apartments nearby, and the Grand America and Little America hotels, I would like to thank the city, the RDA, and the UTA for their efforts and leadership in making the new 600 South Track station a reality. While a station in this location was on the long-range plan that UTA had for the Trax network, the partnership these entities established with this stakeholder group, under the RDA's steady leadership, was able to significantly accelerate the timeline for when this station could be delivered. And this was important to support the rapid and exciting development activity currently occurring in this South Downtown area. And ultimately, as participants in building and supporting strong, vibrant, and sustainable communities, we are more than happy to do our part. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you so much for Mayor Mendenhall, Councilor Valdemoros, and other officials here present. I'm honored to be here with you all, and I'm very excited to share my newest artwork, The Crossing. Before I share with you a few thoughts, I want to thank the Redevelopment Agency of the Salt Lake City for funding this artwork. The Salt Lake City Public Art Program, a service of the Salt Lake City Arts Council, for their management of this commission, and the Art Design Board for trusting my artistic vision for this project. The Crossing is a sculpture inspired by the fluidity of water and the evolving nature of public transportation, its users, and the central neighborhood where we are located. This artwork illustrated water spreading in and out so people can pass through. You'll notice that these sculptures resemble a portal that invites people to immerse themselves into the artwork and reflect upon the ever-changing nature of Salt Lake City, a place inhabited by the individuals who, like water, are constantly changing and evolving. Throughout the steel panels, I've integrated colorful floating spheres, like pearls and eggs, indicating new, exciting, and unknown possibilities. It is my intention for this artwork to ask viewers to consider the ways in which people, as individuals and as members of a community, move and think like water, be fluid and dynamic and open and acceptable, with waves that carry new futures and opportunities. I hope that you find this artwork fascinating and inspiring. Thank you so much for your support.
Well, I think we've been able to witness that every 2 minutes, this is one of the busiest transit corridors in this valley, linking you from Draper to the airport, West Valley City to South Jordan. Will be an important corridor as our great and vibrant downtown continues to expand and to grow, and to have transit be an integral part of that. We welcome questions afterwards by any of the participants, and want to thank you for being part of this today, and for the commitment of all those who have been involved to make transit be part of the integral fabric of this great urban environment. So thanks for participating today.